Hey, how you doing? This is Kaylana, this is a bus driver here, and I'm just gonna do a blog here on preparing for the hurricane. So, as you guys know, I am in Central Florida, and so in the Orlando area, and yes, we are preparing for a possible hurricane. So, and of course, you guys know it's Hurricane Irma, and of course, we know about the devastation that has recently happened with Houston, Texas. And so they are really going through it, and they're going through a rough time right now. And so we are preparing for a possible Category 5 hurricane, and it looks like it's headed this way. And so we had a hurricane last year, as you guys know, which was Hurricane Matthew. And that one wasn't too bad because at that time I was staying with a friend, and she actually went up a little bit north of here at that time, and she went to stay with her father or something, and so she was right near like Ocala, Gainesville area, and so I was still here in Orlando. We got a little bit of damage. I had got some damage on my windshield, unfortunately, and I got that replaced because I had insurance, and so but otherwise it wasn't too bad at that time. But now they're saying, but see, well, actually last year when Hurricane Matthew was here, the gosh, I tell you, like the police and the weather people were saying, oh, yeah, this is the worst. This is gonna be the worst storm ever. This could mean death. I mean, it was just crazy, and so it wasn't even that bad. And I am preparing because my mom texted me this morning out of the blue, and she was like, "Hey, are you preparing for the hurricane? Because blah blah blah." So I said, "Well, a little bit, but I haven't really gotten because like yesterday I was working Instacart. When I say I was busy, y'all, I worked a 12-hour shift and I made really good money, but I did not stop. And that was good, but I didn't stop not once. I can't even remember taking my 20-minute break until like towards the end. But people ordering water, and because yesterday was Labor Day, and the customers that were ordering water, a lot of the stores were out. Most of the public stores that I was at were all out of water, and I have a picture of it as well. I kid you not. And so I know Whole Foods. It seems like Whole Foods have water, but they have no cases of water. They do have jugs and liters and gallons of water, and which is good. Which is like 89 cents. Dollar Tree was all out of water, completely out of water. And I went there this morning, and so I do have a couple of gallons. My mom said she bought lots of cases of water, and she told me I can come by and get a couple of cases. And so that's what I'm going to do sometime today or tomorrow to get about 2 cases of water for my mom. And so that should keep me at least for a couple of days, if not more. And so right now that's what I'm doing. And so I'm also looking into in case we do have to evacuate somewhere, if we do, or if I end up getting stuck inside my apartment, just to make sure I have plenty of food, which I do. But because as you guys know I'm a vegan, I mostly eat fresh foods, at least most of the time, and a lot of stuff that is frozen, and so I have to make it work. But if push comes to shove, I have nothing else to eat, I'll eat whatever's in there. You know what I'm saying? And so I don't want to be overzealous about my eating habits, and also being the fact that I'm a vegan. However, if I have to survive, if I got to go in there and eat me some Vienna sausages or something, then that's what I'm going to do. But right now I'm just preparing. So making sure I do have stuff that fits my lifestyle. But in the event of a serious emergency, if I can't find anything else to eat, then that's just what it is. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not going to be crazy about it. But, I'm just preparing at the same time. I did go buy Dollar Tree this morning. Now, I didn't get any batteries because I don't have anything that I need. I mean, I don't have a flashlight, but I am going to get one. I promise y'all, I'm going to get one tomorrow or Thursday, if not sooner. I'm investing in a flashlight. I bought plenty of masking tape in case, in case the windows, I'm saying if the hurricane does come, the windows, if they break, because there's lots of glass. I have a sliding glass door here, glass everywhere, and so that I'm working on. But yeah, guys, like my son will be good. He'll be with his dad probably. So as far as I have 2 cell phones, but I have one, of course, that I'm using now, and the other one is just one I had previously to this one that I upgraded from. So I have 2 cell phones really, but one is active that I'm using now, and the other one I can just use Wi-Fi. So just in case something happens, I can use that one in case I need to, I don't know, use it for whatever reason. If I need to access the internet or something, I can. But I know I am looking possibly into getting another cell phone battery. I do not have one, but I know it's good to have one, not only because when I'm out doing the ride share or doing grocery delivery, it's good to have an extra battery. But I do have a portable charger, like one of those pocket juice things, and I'm going to use that, and I'm going to keep that constantly charged just in case the power goes out. I know last year the power did go out. It went out almost everywhere. A lot of people didn't have power for almost like 4 or 5 days. And so I want to make sure, because the area that I'm in, like in my complex, there's lots of trees, not in the middle of like where the parking lot is, but towards like my my backyard area, my patio. There's just trees everywhere. And so there's power lines right there. And so I just need to make sure that in case the power does go out, I have, light. I did buy some candles this morning. I bought packs of those little tea light candles. I bought like the tall, fat ones that are inside the glass. I got some of those, I think they're called pillar candles, I think, or something like that. Let's see, but definitely water. I'm going to get more water. My mom has some. I'm going to get some from her. Food, I should be okay. Like I have plenty of like, I mean, not that it's healthy, but chips and stuff in there. Let's see, I do have fresh fruit, but I don't know how long that's going to last in case we don't have anything, like as far as like power. But I want to make sure I have fresh stuff or stuff that's not ripe yet, like bananas and stuff like that. But I'm still going to keep it vegan, but I'll do the best that I can in case something happens. So, but most importantly, it's good to have water in case anything happens. Always good to have water. So making sure I do all my laundry and stuff before, in case we do have to evacuate. I have a pamphlet that they gave us from Whole Foods. I got one from church on Sunday. They passed them out in case, because my church, they are opening up doors in case people lose their homes or they get flooded out or whatever. It's a huge church, and it's also the church I go to right now. It's what do you call it, like hurricane proof or something, and they made it that way so it can't get flooded out. It can't. So I'm gonna go there in case of an emergency, in case I have to get there or whatever. But yeah, guys, it's crazy because people are panicking. But I'm not to the point where I'm not gonna say not concerned. Concerned, yeah, but I'm not like neurotic about it. And a lot of people are really tripping, and they should be concerned, because I think by looking at Hurricane Harvey over there in Texas, they're like, oh God, is that gonna happen to us? By what the weather predictions are saying, this is what they are saying, that it looks like it's coming this way, and it's gonna come this way based upon what they're saying. They're saying it is a Category 5, which is very bad. I know here in Florida, the last time I was in a serious hurricane, I can't think of what hurricane it was. Well, this wasn't too bad. It was a lot of flooding, but it wasn't too bad. It was back in 2000, and I want to say it was when my son was born, right after, about maybe like a year after, 2002, 2003. It was between 2002 and 2005. I can't remember the name of the hurricane, but it was a little bit. It wasn't too bad, but we got some rain and lots of flooding, but it wasn't that bad. The hurricane before that one, I remember, this was years ago in the 90s. I want to say it was Hurricane Charlie. And I think I was in like the 6th or 7th grade at that time when I was here, because I was in Georgia. So I want to say it's Charlie, because I was in the 7th grade, I believe. And that was in 1991. And I think at that time it was bad. And I remember me and my mom were staying with my great grandma and my grandmother, and she had everything boarded up. I mean, because it was a standalone house. It was a nice little house. And so we didn't get that much damage. I don't think anything broke. I can't remember, but it was really bad because the backyard was a mess. So that was probably the worst one I remember. I think I was about 13 back then. So, but yeah, guys, I am preparing just in case. I mean, I think a lot of people don't want to talk about this, but it's always good to have life insurance, no matter how young or how old you are. It doesn't matter. Just in case. I mean, we're not going to live forever, and we all know that. But I'm saying, in case of any emergency, like even before an emergency happens, it's just good to have that. So, you're covered in case, God forbid, you pass or something happens to you, that you're covered, as far as your funeral expenses. I'm not trying to speak death. I'm just saying it's real life, it's reality. It's good to have that. And also, in case you have something left over for your kids, make sure that they're covered for a while and stuff. But I'm just saying, just be precautious. And so I know right now there's a whole pandemonium of people just panicking about the hurricane, and I'm seeing people posting crazy stuff, and and I believe what the Bible says, that there is life and death in the power of the tongue. It is so true, guys. I'm not joking. Like, what you say has a lot of weight. It is so important to be careful what you say. Oh yeah, I see people like, we're all doomed. We're all gonna die. Yep, it's gonna hit us. That's it. The end is near. And they're speaking like that. And you keep saying that, you're putting curses in the atmosphere. You see what I'm saying? Those words carry weight. It's very powerful. And so we have to be careful what we say. Even if the hurricane does come here, If that's God's will, then let it be. But don't keep speaking that kind of stuff, because now you're speaking death instead of life. I mean, people think it's a joke. Oh, the end is near. But what if the end was near? What you gonna do? I mean, I think that's what you need to worry about. I mean, you know what I'm saying? I mean, that's just me. And so people don't. I mean, I'm just talking about from a Christian perspective. You know, people don't look at it like that. You know, oh well, you know, whatever. Like, I guess I'm going to hell. I see people posting that, like, oh, I guess I'm going to hell. Well, you keep saying that you will. You know, and that's definitely not a place you want to go to, because once you're there, you can never get out. And so, but yeah, guys, I'm just preparing. And so if I need to get any protection, if you know what I mean, I'll get that. And so there is an Army Navy store near where I live. There's a couple of places near. They have, protective gear, protective stuff, if you know what I mean. And so I can always go there and get that in case people want to come by and be stupid. And because, you know, during natural disasters or states of emergencies, famine, things like that, people just go crazy because they don't know what to do, especially people who don't know God. They're just like, oh, well, I guess I'll just go out and rob somebody or do whatever to survive. And, you know, I mean, right about now, it's not the time to do that. Now is the time to really strategize. And just in case it does come, any type of emergency. And think about it. Who would have known Texas would have got flooded? Think about that. I mean, that's a state you would have never really expected to get a flood. So I don't care if you guys are in Maine, if you guys are right in the middle of, you know, like the Midwest. I don't care if you guys are in Colorado or in Canada, wherever you guys are. Don't ever think that the state that you're in will not have some type of a emergency. You see what I'm saying? Always just be prepared for whatever. And so I'm even speaking to myself, because I never thought about that, but I realized that how the weather has changed over the years in Florida, how it's gotten hotter and hotter and hotter every year. And so, and I'm sure that our ozone layer is crap right now. You know, it is. And so, but yeah, guys, I am preparing. There's a couple more things I'm going to get. I'm going to make sure I have the necessary essentials here in my house. You know, make sure all my laundry's done. You know, I have all my paperwork in case I do have to evacuate, have that kind of stuff packed up, and stuff like that. So if I do have to leave here, because I'm on the second floor, because these condos are second story, like first and second floor. So if I do have to leave and go to my mom's or something like that, I'll do that. But I think I might be okay being on the second floor. Make sure I'll have all my paperwork, everything just put together, just in case. So, but yeah, definitely I'm working on getting more canned goods, because I really don't buy many canned goods. Like, if I showed you guys my cabinet, I have very few canned goods at all. Most of the stuff is like, if it's not fresh, it's frozen, or maybe I have tons of boxes of cereal. It's ridiculous. And just other like packaged goods in the cabinet or the pantry, but I don't have many canned goods. So I will definitely get on that, trust me, and probably go to Dollar Tree or maybe Walmart. But from what it looks like, a lot of places are out of water and the shelves are becoming clean of stuff. And so I know I need to hurry. But being with Instacart, I see a lot of customers are ordering water and there is none. Except for Whole Foods, right about now, at the time of this recording of this video, there is plenty of water at Whole Foods, but not cases of water. Publix did just recently get a shipment, but that's gone too. My mom went to Winn-Dixie this morning. She said she got like lots of cases of water. She told me how many. And then she said, okay, by the time I was leaving, they were all gone. So, but it's good to prepare. And I think that people should always stay prepared, especially here in Florida, because we get hurricanes quite frequently. They come on and off every so many years. But because of the weather changes, because of the times that we're living in now, we're going to start to see a lot of crazy stuff happen. So, but definitely I was prayed up last night and continuously in prayer and things like that. And so it's good to make sure that you let people know where you are. If you guys are here in Florida, make sure that you stay in contact with your friends, your family. Even if you got to post it on Facebook, I don't care. You know, and make sure you keep your phone charged. You know, especially that's really important. Keep your phone charged, and don't feed into the pandemonium. Even if it does come, I mean, I would say it's like when you panic, you can't think straight. And if you pay attention, I'm not condoning this or anything, but you know how some of these action movies or like these apocalyptic movies or zombie movies or whatever, they always like have it to where when it's a pandemic, people panic and they don't think straight and then they just go crazy and they make stupid decisions. Like you see some movies that are like that, where the person goes out and runs and say, how am I staying here? And then run out in the middle of the street and then they get ate up or they get shot or something. I mean, stuff like that. You got to think. And so, I grew up in the military, and the majority of the men in my family were military. You know, my dad was in the military. My stepdad was in the military. You know, my grandfather was in the military. My uncles were in the military. So you have to think. My uncle always told me, okay, always have a plan A, a plan B, and a plan C in life. always have a plan. So you have to. You know what I'm saying? And so, but yeah, guys, I'm getting ready. And so I'm going to get back on shift here soon. But I did have to get a few things. And so I did have to get plenty of candles. And so Instacart did tell us that in case we do have to cancel our hours, then we will still be able to get early access because of the hurricane. And so we won't lose that. We better not. At least I hope not, because I'll be very upset. You know, but that should work out because I'm working in my zones yesterday and today, but I'm scheduled for Tampa for Wednesday through Saturday. I'm not going. I'm definitely not Tampa because it's further down south, and so I'm not gonna work Tampa. I'm gonna be here preparing and stuff. So which will work out. But anyway, guys, I actually you guys keep us in prayer here in Florida, and I just pray that God's will be done, and whatever it is that He decides that's going to happen, that He's preparing us, and that also we be unified. Because there's too much hate going on. There's too much this back and forth, this bitterness and this bickering, this slander, all this stuff. We don't have time for that. And right about now, I'm not paying attention to the news about, you know, who's wearing what kind of shoes. And I don't have time for that. You know, right about now, we need to focus on unifying ourselves as a country. You know what I'm saying? And so, but yeah, guys, I'm gonna get off of here. But yeah, keep us in your prayers. Definitely keep me in prayer. And I'll always pray for y'all for sure. And I'll keep you guys updated. And so, if not every day, because I know for the next 4 days I will be doing more vlogs because I have more time. I'll be home or in and out doing this and that and the other. So I'll keep you guys updated as far as the other stuff that rideshare, grocery delivery. But right now I'm kind of focused on this hurricane. You know. So anyway, God bless y'all. Peace out.